Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. Happy Friday, guys. It's Friday. It is September 27th, the last Friday of the quarter. One more trading day left in this quarter. And this is the weekly recap. It goes out to both my subscribers and everybody on my email list and YouTube. It has not been a fun or an easy week. In terms of weeks, this week I've traded less than I've traded in a long time. I managed to make money this week. I didn't make a single trade today on Friday. And honestly, I just decided I'd rather sit back here with all the noise and the political news and the geopolitical news and just sit out of it here right now and wait and see what happens. If you want to learn more about me, smartoptiontrading.com is my website. Come in, you can find out about me here, real-time option flow. I provide this all day long on a private Twitter feed. You get all my flow. I'm live with you guys, interactive for 3 hours a day, sharing my screen. You get all the flow on my Twitter feed, news, trades, events, things going on. Morning set of video where we talk about what I like every day and what I'm looking at. Nightly recap talking about what happened, what worked, what flow came in that's worth looking at and watching. Oh yeah, and we do a weekly mentoring webinar every Thursday at 4 p.m. where I can teach you guys what's going on and go over stuff that I couldn't go over during market hours. If you're interested, please sign up. $25 for the first month, $100 in a month thereafter. Subscribe here. So today and this week, so let's just blow it up and make it easy here. This market has not been the easiest. This cup and handle pattern still intact here, even though it's threatening to shake it. This morning started off saying we're range bound between the 50-day and the 8-day. Well, guess what? The 8-day moves with the action. You can see the 8-day is now inside this candle. Well, the 8-day, when we hit it, was right to here. So we banged into the 8-day. We now went below the 50-day. And here with about 30 minutes to go, we're popping back up into the close. And this week has just been volatile. It's been marked with big moves. We were hit with the impeachment news. That was this big down candle that took place right here. Then we bounced and we've been all over. We've had good China news in the middle of this. And then today, the big news that really drove the markets nuts was the news that the White House is considering limiting flow of funds into China names, stocks, or maybe even taking them off the U.S. stock exchanges. So we got this big down candle, but notice volume is not all that big. For the size of this candle, we're only at 50 million shares, 53 million shares. We're very light until the news. This is not distribution volume. When I look at this chart, I say to me, where are we going here? Well, your next stop could be 291.91, where the 100-day at the bottom of the Bollinger Band is, or maybe even all the way down to 282. I do not want to get political here, and there's no place for politics and trading. So, what's going to happen with Trump is going to take months and months to work out. We're going to have a lot of noise to deal with. We're going to have a lot of tweets with him, a lot of news and headlines from people like Pelosi and Schiff. And you are just going to have to learn to deal with it and just get out of the way of it. And you're going to have to be pickier on what you choose. China's coming in 2 weeks for trade talks. That's more important than anything else right now. Although with today's news, we'll see how that plays out. When you look at today's action, you can see here that the market wasn't acting all that bad here until that news, and you can see it. It was like I was like a deer in the headlights because I had nothing on. You saw this little push down. Look at the volume, how low it is, right? Moved back up, looked fine, then boom. And this candle was all the way down to here before anybody had a clue what the hell was going on, trying to figure out what's going on. This is a 5-minute candle. Then you got this bounce was like, no way, I'm not touching it. And then we just drifted down all day long. Bottom line is markets are volatile. We're news driven, headline driven, and they're coming out all the time. And this is the market we're dealing with. So, either you learn to adjust your size and trade smaller, looking for big wins in either direction, or you sit on the side and you watch and you learn. Cannot be more clear about that. Today, ATVI, the November 1st 56 calls were the only thing that really piqued my interest. But they came in early and the market sold off and ATVI dumped with it. So, for what it's worth. Weekly, we had those AMD weekly 32 calls. They did not pay in out, right? We had news trumps technicals all the time. News came in, it dumped down lower here. CRM, we saw November 170 calls this week. Again, CRM dumping today, getting caught in this. Everything's caught up in this. This SQQQ player, he's getting paid. Those December 32 calls are working nicely for him. And you can just kind of take a look at some of the action here. And the reason I don't want to spend a lot of time on this right now because it's all moot. And I mean by that, it's all really a moot point right now with the market where it is. Take all this here today, this week, and throw it out the door, because it's not important now until the market bounces. And you can go back and look through this. You can look at what's going on. But with what's going on here in the markets right now, it is a time to either get out of the way or trade smaller, or put some protection in place. And how you want to protect your account is up to you. um, you can buy puts, and we saw massive puts on the SPY. The Qs here had $10 million worth of puts just came in on it in the last hour. Okay, big time put buying on the Qs. The October 184.50 puts just absolutely obliterated, 14,000 of them in almost no time at all. Or the SPY, you can play VXX to the long side. You can go out and get some calls on this out there. You can use that SQQQ player, however you want to do it. Right now, I don't have much on. And, I have, from an option standpoint, I have one position. I'm short Bank of America via December 31 calls against my stock. And I've left them on all week, and that's been working for me. And my trades this week, because I know you guys always want to see it, again, I traded very little this week. This is not like me. People who know me know I'm trading in and out constantly. I did not like the action this week. On Monday morning, we did our morning setups. I told everybody I have no conviction. Tuesday, I said, I really have no conviction. That hasn't changed. So did I make much money this week? No, but it's a green week. So I made, I traded AMD with Common, made money. Netflix, I only had two, lost 60 bucks, made a little money on VXX. I didn't play well long. Nike was a nice trade. Square made my money this week. Square was my trade. Traded it twice on yesterday. And I decided that while it wasn't a big week, it was enough, and I stood pat with that. So the best answer I can give you right here is you need to decide your risk level and see what happens. My thesis, I've said to you guys on these videos multiple times, was that we would get a market rally in September. We hit a new all-time high in the SPY, and I thought October was going to be a sell or a rough month, and then we finish at all-time highs at the end of the year. My real feeling on that hasn't changed here at this point. So we're going to have a long weekend, time to evaluate, do charts, do some look, and see what comes in at that point. So I hope everybody here is okay. You're all safe. If you appreciate what I say, check me out at smartoptiontrading.com. Sign up for a month for 25 bucks. You'll learn more than anything else. You'll get some great trades along the way, and you decide whether it's right for you. Thanks, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and relax and enjoy it. I plan on it. And forget about the markets for the weekend. Don't worry about them until Sunday night late. Take care.